guys, what is up, and welcome to Let's Talk Episode 7, and this is Let's Talk Tomb Raider, so let's go for it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So, before I get started, I just want to say this is how I will be taking the game reviews from now on. It's actually a little 6-step process. You probably can't see that. That's way too bright. I'm going to talk about graphics, then gameplay, then storyline, the amount of content, the replayability, and then give my rating. So we have 5 sections to talk about, and the last one, the rating. So, let's get into it. Tomb Raider. I am talking about the 2012 version of Tomb Raider. I believe it was 2012 when it came out. I'm talking about the 2012 edition of Tomb Raider. Absolutely fantastic game. I loved it so much, and actually I played it on the... What is going on? Some weird noise. I played it on the PlayStation 3 because I bought a PlayStation 3 from my brother-in-law, and it was one of the many games that was already installed on the hard drive, so I got the opportunity to play through the game, and I just must say it was an absolutely outstanding game. I loved it. So, let's get started. The graphics. Let's talk graphics. So the graphics of Tomb Raider, are a little bit above average for PlayStation 3. I don't know if you can say above average, but they were very good. They were so beautiful. The environments were absolutely fantastic looking. Everything seemed to be crisp or clear. I didn't see any screen tearing or, you know, things that weren't rendering properly. I did not see any of that stuff. So, the graphics were absolutely fantastic. The face animations, the way the facial features looked, everything was just fantastic. Lara Croft looked amazing. All the other characters, absolutely wonderful. The only thing that did not go well, which for whatever reason on these current gen consoles, is hair. Hair cannot be mastered very well. And they say in Tomb Raider Remastered, for the next-gen consoles, they fix that, and it's a lot better. But anyway, that's a minor inconvenience. So, yeah, the graphics, absolutely outstanding. I loved them. The game looks absolutely beautiful. So next is the gameplay. Let's get on to the gameplay. This gameplay, it's a third-person action game. Yeah, third-person action game, I would say. And the gameplay is not anything, you know, that I can think of that would be copying another game. Yeah, it is third person, and it kind of uses the same type of mechanics as other, you know, third person action platform games. But the game is its own game. The combat and everything, which I do have to say, as for the combat, you know, the combat itself isn't anything to die for. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's not terrible. The gunplay sometimes could be a little iffy, but it wasn't anything to complain too much about. It worked. But the gameplay itself was absolutely a lot of fun to play. I enjoyed every second of the game. The game is filled with puzzles and action and platforming. Half of the game is like a freaking Michael Bay movie. It's absolutely insane. With the beautifulfulness of the graphics and the action of the game itself, it was a lot of fun to play. It drew me in. The story actually drew me in. We'll get to that in a minute. But I was having a lot of fun playing it because the gameplay itself, again, wasn't anything spectacular, but it was just a lot of fun to play. Jumped on every night until I beat it, and it was so much fun. The game was just absolutely filled with action for every single level of the game, basically, and it was just a fun time. I really enjoyed it. Next is the storyline of the game. As for the storyline, It takes place, I don't remember what year it takes place, but it's a new Lara Croft, you know, a new, younger Lara Croft. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's a younger Lara Croft, and she's basically on an adventure to find this, this island that people say doesn't exist and whatever. And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you end up stranded on the island and have to get out and, you know, things like that. Your standard Tomb Raider platforming in it and everything. It has a very, very good storyline. I really enjoyed it. The new Lara Croft character, for the game, I really enjoy the new Lara Croft character over the old games. I don't know why. I didn't play that many of the old games, but this new Lara Croft character was just absolutely outstanding. Her personality, everything was just great about it. So you know, she really hit the storyline well, and the storyline of the game is just so well put together and so well written that it's just an addicting game to play. Excuse me. So, the content of the game. The game runs about, I would say, 6 to 9 hours long, something like that. I kept thinking that it was going to end, and then it kept going, and it was pretty cool. So, the game is about 6 to 9 hours long, I want to say. And as for the content, there's actually quite a bit of content in the game. There's not only a story mode, there's also a multiplayer mode, but I didn't get to play the multiplayer mode. I would assume no one's even playing it anymore. But they have that, and there's all kinds of collectibles you can get, which just brings more to the story. You know, you can get I forget what they called it. You know, like I don't know what I want to say. Let's just call it, I don't know, you can pick up pieces to upgrade your gear and things like that. You have different artifacts you can pick up, and different letters and things like that, and that's all on top of the story there while you're playing. So there's a lot of content there, a lot of things you can do. As for the replayability, that goes kind of back up to the amount of content it has. This game actually has quite a large amount of replayability, and actually what they do is once you beat the game, you have the opportunity to go back and collect some of the collectibles that you maybe didn't collect before. And there is actually a map that once you have upgraded and everything, you upgrade your character, it will actually tell you where the hidden items are and things like that. So there is quite a bit of replayability. I would say good. You beat the game. I would say you collected, you know, just the average amount of collectibles while you're playing through the game. The replayability, a good 4 to 6 hours again, just collecting everything. So that is it for the actual ratings, or for the actual content of the game. So now we are going to jump right into what I give Tomb Raider 2012 edition, let's say it is, for a rating. Alright, so what do I give Tomb Raider as a rating? I give Tomb Raider a 9 out of 10. Why does it not get a full 10? Because it's not a perfect game. Rarely am I ever going to have a lot of things that I think are a full 10. Tomb Raider gets a 9 out of 10. And basically, the reason it gets a 9 out of 10 is because it's... I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it's its own game, but it's kind of going through the, you know, the standard third-person shooter action platforming type thing. It's kind of, you know, I wouldn't say it's copying other games, but it's kind of that standard. And on top of that, you know, That, you know, that's basically what it is. It's its own game, but then again, it's taking things from the same genre from other games. Or I don't even know. I'm not explaining that well. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna start writing scripts on my phone or something. I should do that. So, you know, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Tomb Raider 2012 edition with the brand new Lara Croft, who is absolutely beautiful. She gets a 9 out of 10. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Talk, and I will see you next time. Peace!